Have you ever wondered? Who fired the very last bullet of World War II? Not the first shot, not the last bomb, but the very last bullet, and where it landed. The answer will shock you, because the war didn't end where you think. It's May 7th, 1945. The Third Reich is collapsing. Germany is just hours away from surrender. Orders to cease fire are already being sent across Europe. But in the hills of Czechoslovakia, chaos still rages. A group of American soldiers is suddenly ambushed by German machine gun fire. Private First Class Charles Havlat is hit. He dies instantly. And with that, Havlat becomes the last combat death in Europe. The heartbreaking truth? The ceasefire order arrived just minutes later. The war in Europe was already over in spirit, but one final bullet still claimed a life. And here's the wildest part. The last bullets of World War II weren't fired in 1945 at all. They were fired decades later. Meet Hiro Onoda, a Japanese intelligence officer stationed in the Philippines. When Japan surrendered, Onoda refused to believe it. For nearly 30 years, he lived in the jungle, hunting, hiding, and occasionally shooting at locals. He was convinced World War II was still raging. It wasn't until 1974, when his former commander personally flew in to relieve him of duty, that Onoda finally put down his rifle. That means bullets fired by Onoda in the 1970s were, in a way, the last bullets of World War II. So, where did the last bullet of World War II go? Officially, it tore through the hills of Czechoslovakia, ending the life of Charles Havlat. But unofficially, it echoed through the Philippine jungle almost 30 years later from a soldier who refused to stop fighting. World War II may have ended on paper in 1945. But for some men, the war never truly ended at all. If you thought this story was unbelievable, wait until you hear about the fake army of inflatable tanks that tricked Hitler himself. Subscribe to watch it here.